terrible again today. Hey guys, back. So what we're doing today is still doing more servicing work. This tractor is getting its oil change. This is the combine I usually run. We got it back from John Deere. It had a few pips that had done. What those are is basically kind of like recalls that they've had on machinery. I'd have to go back and look at the list exactly what they did. But right now, changing oil, getting that done. And also I'm adding a couple things, or just adding couple things, yeah. This thing here I'm trying out this year, or we're trying out. It says it's built by Salem Machine and Tool. What that does is back here, a lot of debris gets built up with corn stalks, soybean dust and whatnot. But what that's supposed to do is channel this overrun blow-by or blower into here and kind of keep this blowed off better, hopefully. So we'll try it out, see if it works or not. Another thing I got to do to this thing is put up there in the grain tank, there's a fountain auger that comes out. What I got to do is, it's getting a little thin along the sides, and so I got a poly liner that's going to go inside of it. I've used these before. They just help extend the life of that fountain auger, because those housings for the fountain augers are really expensive, and so anything we can do to prolong the life of that will cut down on cost quite a bit. This poly kit, I can't even remember what it cost, but it was like it was less than a quarter probably what that cost of that metal housing. But maybe I'll take you up there and show you what we got to do. So basically, that's your fountain auger. That's what that's where it ends up after it goes through the combine. That's what conveys it into this grain tank area here. But no, what I'm going to do is I got to pull that auger flighting out, and then what I got to do is slide this basically liner down inside of there and just kind of beat it in, and it'll tighten in there, and should work out okay. And that's what it looks like. So these are what's going to be going in the ground to what we dump in for our new dump site. Right here, these will basically be buried in the ground. These are two 500 bushel dump pits, and this is the augers that'll come out of the ground. The other augers are sitting over there basically in a pile, but we're still waiting on the leg to kind of get all settled in. The delay was in order in the second leg and dryer, and so basically getting started kind of on that stuff there anyway. But this is what's going to go up at the top. Those are the tops of the two legs. That big rubber tire up there is going to grab that belt and pull it up around, and then it'll just dump it into that spout that kind of comes down the side there anyway. I guess I'm just too lazy to get out of the pickup, but it's kind of been a hot, windy day, and so it just hasn't been real nice to do stuff outside, so I've been working inside. Guys behind the house actually are chopping some silage. I see they're must be done. Dad, And my brother put up just a few acres just to basically have a little feed for cows in that form. But so yeah, made it back from Iowa and Minnesota. We went to Iowa first and saw the new baby girl up there, and she's doing fine and healthy, I believe, still anyway, and so she's cute. Anyway, that's going well. Then we went on up to Duluth, Minnesota, and that's kind of a whole different country up there. It's pretty, and had a lot of fun up there with the family, and came back, and now we're actually, the past couple days have been hot and windy, and so it's been really pushing the crops along. Maybe tomorrow I'll take you out and we'll look at it real quick before I finish this video up. But yeah, the beans have really been turning. They're yellow, and a lot of them are starting to drop leaves, and won't be too long before we start harvest if it continues on this course. So yep, getting everything ready to go. There's a lot left to do. We got to get the carts all set up and them ready to go, kind of give everything a bath, and should be it. See, you can see those beans out there turning yellow. So what I'm doing now is basically going through the flex draper. This one's a 2012. I think it's one of the first years that Deere actually came out with flex draper heads, I should say. And why they call them flex is this up here. These are designed to actually go and kind of flex with the contour of the ground, so when you set it on the ground, it'll kind of float and be able to flex a little bit to get a nice even cut. I gotta fix some things. This one's missing a poly skid. Gotta go through and check all the guards, make sure they're good. They're just kind of, you notice they're rusty. It's just from basically sitting over the year. We do store them inside. It's just the moisture and stuff. See, like this guy's broken, I got to replace him. Go through and check all the sections. Now it's kind of dirty. I cleaned it, I sprayed it off so all the dirt came down here on it. No, we're just basically getting stuff ready to go here, just hauling stuff. I brought a head back from the John Deere dealership. They had to kind of go through, and my brother was having problems with one side breaking out some guards, so they looked at it for him and stuff. So we brought that back. Just doing odds and ends, getting combines cleaned off, kind of the final clean off before we start harvesting here. Just getting everything hooked up, making sure it all works. I'm not exactly sure when we'll be harvesting, maybe next week on some soybeans, and I don't know, it just depends on what the weather does. I haven't actually been out in the fields the past couple days a lot, but I know they're getting closer. The beans definitely, I don't know where the corn is at exactly, but no, sorry if you were waiting for me to post a video. Just yeah, last week I didn't have anything going on, and yeah, hold on just a sec, getting a phone call here. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to say something about, I just seen on Instagram today, somebody, I like to follow people that think differently than I do, just to kind of see what they're thinking anyway. But no, it's a vegan, and she posted something that Ellen DeGeneres posted, and it's basically her saying how eating meat's bad for the environment, and stuff like that. It's kind of irks me because it's misinformed, I believe, and I have nothing against Ellen. I mean, yeah, she's a funny lady. But anyway, It's just, we got to remember that just because they're celebrities doesn't mean they're experts on the subject, and they have a huge platform to influence people, but it doesn't mean it's the gospel truth when they say stuff like that. And so I just want, especially younger viewers, just to realize that if you're watching. But nope, I'm gonna drop some parts here off for a neighbor, and yeah, I'll hopefully be cranking out a few more videos here than I have the past week. Sorry about that, guys. So see you later.